Hello folks. It looked like it was going to be a nice day, and yeah, pretty much since I got on the bike it started to rain, and it's been raining since. But hey, it is Ireland, and it is Paddy's weekend, but it has been mild. It's 12 degrees centigrade, and I'm out on the bike, for better or for worse. Yeah, I'll be probably wet and cold by the time I get home, but sure, you know, it is what it is. So, I hope everyone's keeping well out there. So, what's been going on? Well, I got a new lid. I got the Shoei GT-Air III and the Sena SRL-3 comms with it. And I must say, the first time I put it on and got on the bike, it felt totally weird because it's heavier and physically bigger than the previous helmet, which the Shoei RYD, which I really liked, but Shoei discontinued that model for some reason. Now that model was designed for urban riders, so in and around the city and stuff like that, so it wasn't massively aerodynamic or anything like that, but I found it extremely comfortable. It didn't have bells and whistles, no sun visor, no built-in comms, no fancy bits and pieces, but I really like the helmet. This is a totally different helmet, built-in sun visor. I think it's got a better range of vision, peripheral vision. I think it's slightly wider. I could be wrong. Built-in sun visor, haven't really had to use yet. Yeah, it's spring in Ireland. Maybe in the summer I'll get to use it. But I found the ventilation quite good. So it comes with this nose guard and then chin guard or breath guard just up at the front of the helmet, which is designed to take your breath away from the visor so your visor doesn't fog up. You've got pin lock as well, which is, you know, double up on the not fogging up on the visor thing. And I must say, between having the breath guard and then the chin guard, when you're stopped, it does feel a little stuffy. So you're not getting air through, obviously. If you're not moving, you're not getting the air through. Propping the visor up is dead handy. So it locks in the centre now, whereas the old one locked on the left-hand side. And I find it a quieter helmet. Now, of course, all of this is totally subjective. Me and my thoughts. I find the integrated comms in it make it a lot sleeker. You do have to remember to charge it up more frequently than my other comms that I had to charge up. The roads have been dry for a day or two, so they're a little slick. So yeah, I like the integrated comms in it. What else is there? Yeah, it's. I know there's plenty of other reviews of this helmet out there, so have a look at them and see what they say. Personally, I know when I go to buy a helmet, I like to look up what other people think of it. Not just the ones who get paid samples and go, yeah, here, love our helmets, but general everyday bikers who buy these things and use them. It's got a ratchet system rather than the double D lock, and I find it very comfortable. So I went for, I like Shoei because the shape fits my head. I've tried other helmets. I tried the Schubert. Schubert just doesn't fit my head shape. I feel like when I put a Schubert on for, even 10-15 minutes, I feel pinch points around my temples. So it's, maybe my head is just too round or something, I don't know. But yeah, I like the shape of the Shoei. I know a Shoei large helmet fits me right, and then sometimes I have to get the extra large padding to go inside just to make it fit closer. So yeah, I like the helmet. I do. Very good. So I like this helmet, and I did hang on to be extra fancy and get the colour design. So I went for the TC10 colours scheme, and yes, I got a bit of slacking because yes, I did buy it partially to match the colour of my bike. Hey, I'm a biker, I'm allowed to be a little bit vain and match these things. So yeah, I got the TC10 colour scheme, which I really like, and it does go with the bike nicely. So I've had this helmet now, I suppose about a month and a half, so I've used it a bit. This is the first time I've wired up the mic for my in-off camera, and everything just seems to fit nicely. The Sena SRL-3 comp set fits beautifully into it. Okay, they could have done a little bit better on hiding all the wiring and putting little ducts for the wiring and stuff like that, but it's not bad. It's all behind the padding. It's not like it's intrusive at all. It's far from it. You don't even notice that there's wiring in underneath the helmet, which you shouldn't anyway with the pads in these things. The helmet meets the latest ECE standards when it's integrated with the comm system. Previously they only tested these things without having comm systems integrated in them. Now they test it with the comms integrated. So yeah, one thing which I've pretty much only noticed today in this lovely Irish weather, the rain seems to sit on the visor a bit more than previously. So when I turn my head, before the rain would go off at a decent rate, but I think the front of this is a bit more rounded and it's more tapered on the back end, more aerodynamic on the back end. Now, I don't have any touring plans this year, unfortunately. Family holiday clashed with potential biking trip to France, so no long trip this year. But I think this would be a very, very comfortable helmet, wearing all day, every day for a week or 2 weeks. It seems to be a lot better padded, a lot more comfort. When you put the speakers into the little slots, they seem to sit closer to the ears. I would say the sound quality is good. I'm happy with the sound quality. So I primarily use it for sticking on a bit of music when I'm riding the bike, and very, very occasionally I do take a phone call or two. Try not to, but occasionally I do. If the wife rings, I'll answer her calls. If anyone else rings, I'll think about it. So yeah, it's just, it feels comfortable. There's slots in the helmet for the microphone, for the speakers, for the actual pack itself. The only, I can't say the only, but one disadvantage is you can't charge the helmet on the go. Now you should get about 12 hours, they say about 12 hours of talk time out of the battery pack that's in this thing, and it's highly unlikely you're going to be riding for 12 hours. So I'll just take it off at the end of the night, plug it in, standard USB-C charge, and it'll charge up nicely. Where are you going? What are you doing? Yes, the indicators would help. Clip the curb. So, since I got this, I've charged it up the initial time, and then I charged it up this morning. But now, in saying that, the battery was still at 70%. So, either I haven't used it for 12 hours, yeah, I probably haven't, or when they say 12 hours of talk time, it's 12 hours of active time and 18-20 hours of just listening to music. I don't know, they rate these things differently, different ways for different things, different functions. So I'm happy with it and its performance so far. So I went out for a spin yesterday. Weather was pretty much like this as well, but I had to avoid towns because of St. Patrick's Day and all the St. Patrick's Day parades that I just didn't want to run into. So it was a lot more back roads. And the roads yesterday were still all dry, even though there was a bit of rain. Mind you, the rain was mostly when I was away from the Dublin area, so when I got back into Dublin, the roads were dry again. And my wife and daughter went in today for the St. Patrick's Day parade and said it was a lovely day in town. Got some sunshine. And I'm going, yeah, I got the clouds, I got the rain. So, yeah, it's just one of these things. Oops. Shopping and bits and pieces, and I said, look, it's not raining, I'll get out on the bike. And it wasn't raining when I got out on the bike. Don't be patient. A little bit of patience. Smoke right in anybody's day. Now that left turn there down the N52 is a beautiful road for a bike. Twisty, turny, but not for a day like today. I'll do that some other day. So today my plan was head up towards Dundalk and then turn around and go back down. And if the weather had been nice, I probably would have kept going and headed on to Carlingford. I'll head back around. But I'm out. yet. Not wet yet either, really. So no complaints so far. So I hope everyone's keeping well out there. Hope the weather's decent where you are. So, ride safe, take care of yourselves, and I'll talk to you soon.